Welcome back. We're approaching 15 minutes of racing in this London Nocturne. The pace has been absolutely flat out, and it's this man, Alex Dowsett of Sky Pro Cycling, who's doing all the damage.
We can see here the speed just in the peloton here. The bunch of riders, they're all in pretty much in one line. They're just bunching up for the corners, but as they go down the straights, they're all in one line. There's gaps between the riders, so it just shows the sheer speed that Alex Dowsett is hitting out front.
Well, we're getting confirmation now that he's got 25 seconds of an advantage. Now, Dowsett will be racing around here at somewhere around about 1.25 minutes to 1.5 minutes. So 25 seconds, a good lead.
Yeah, it's almost half a lap now on this 1.1 kilometre circuit. So he's got himself a nice buffer, and at some point he should be able to see the riders going around the other bends.
Oh, we've got a crash here, and a few riders just clipping wheels. The man in the white there is a former winner of this race, James McCallum, in the changed colours of Rafa Condor Sharp. Here's the replay, Rob.
Yeah, it just looks like the riders, they're going past the pits, going pretty quick there, still accelerating, and it looks like one of the riders has clipped a wheel, and that's it. The riders are going that quick behind that there's just nowhere for them to go.
Now, the rules on this are that you can have one lap out for a mechanical problem.
Yes, one lap out for puncture, mechanical, or a crash. Fortunately for these guys, they've crashed right in front of the pits, so they won't have far to go. So there shouldn't be an issue for these riders to be able to get back in.
Dowsett weaving left and right, picking out the various corners. We could see the activity in the pits as he went by, as riders will look to get themselves back in the action. The light changing all the time. We've talked about this a little bit, but we go from red lights to white lights to pretty much dark, and the eyes have got to be adjusting themselves all the time. 16 and nearly a half minutes of racing covered as he continues with this relentless effort off the front.
Yeah, he just looks so comfortable. I'm sure that Alex, and I'm hoping that he is hurting on the inside, but he just looks so smooth. And there you could see he's obviously seeing the riders in his peripheral vision going down the other straight, going in the opposite direction. So that's good news, and that'll be really good for his head and good for his morale.
So we've got a group of 3 riders just trying to get themselves off the front here. One of them is the Enduro Racing rider, a teammate of yours, is Scott Thwaites, just trying to do something about getting across.
Yeah, young Thwaites, he's got very good form. He won one of the Tour Series last week in Stoke. So good form. Graham Briggs, another fantastic Criterium rider from Rafa Condor Sharp as well with him.
Well, the teams now on the front include HTC High Road, teammates of Mark Cavendish, here this evening racing, but they are being washed away here by Alex Dowsett, who goes back in to complete the next lap. Now Garmin Cervelo, who of course have got Cameron Meyer in their team tonight, on the front, just trying to get the pace up again.
Yeah, Cameron Meyer, he's one of the riders who I had down at the start of this race as one to watch for. 5 times world champion on the track, Tour Down Under winner from the start of the year. Fantastic champion from Australia, and definitely a rider for the future.
Matt Wilson is his teammate in this string of riders tonight, the 33-year-old former national Australian road champion. But Scott Thwaites now setting a pace. Looks like these 3 riders are going away, and it is Graham Briggs in the white on the front who is assisting with the work. It is Matt Wilson on the front now of the peloton.
Yeah, this is a good little combination now. We've got obviously Sky Rider with Alex Dowsett up front, and then we've got Rafa Condor Sharp, Motorpoint and Enduro Racing. So that's going to nullify 4 teams from this peloton to chase now.
The 3 chasers, Thwaites of Enduro Racing with the lime green flashes, Tobin Horton of Motorpoint in the orange, and Graham Briggs of Rafa Condor Sharp in the white. So the pace continues in this group as riders just try and hang on at the back. I don't know if they can believe that a rider is able to take so many seconds when they are absolutely at their limit.
This is the amazing thing for me. I mean, I've seen riders in the past lap fields, but the way that the field are riding, they're splitting up. There's gaps in between each of the riders, so they really are pressing on. And Dowsett, he's just taking seconds and handfuls and seconds each lap out of them.
Well, the chasers have to work together now. It's all about numbers cycling, isn't it? If you have 3 riders working hard, chasing and all committed, they should bring Alex Dowsett back.
They should do. You know, on a circuit like this, it's tight. 3 riders shouldn't be a problem. If it's a bigger group, they can get in each other's way. Dowsett here, he's on his own, so he's got the full line of the track. He knows exactly where he needs to be. So 3 riders should be able to catch him, but I just don't think that they're eating into his lead.
But those 3 chasers, there's some firepower in there. Tobin Horton, he's a rider from Guernsey. He based himself over in Europe for a lot of his early career. He's very quick. Graham Briggs, he wins races like this, you know, he has these for breakfast pretty much. And Scott Thwaites has won races in Great Britain this year, like the Lincoln Grand Prix. So we're looking at 3 riders who have got the pace to bring a rider like this back into the fold. This is an incredible performance.
This really is, and I think that Alex Dowsett really is having a purple patch tonight.
20 minutes of racing covered. The crowd are banging the boards at the side of the track, and they are witnessing something pretty special.
Yeah, I think Alex Dowsett there, he was just egging the crowd on there. He really is enjoying this. As I said before, hopefully he is hurting inside, but he really is enjoying himself out there.
It's amazing to look and see that he has got time to urge the crowd on. Right, the chasers look like they are being brought back, and the man who is doing that is the rider from HTC High Road in the green and white. That's Matt Bramier, another rider who has been riding the classic European bike races. He's like a diesel engine. He sits on the front and he just tows things back.
Yeah, really is a strong rider. He's Irish champion on the road. His first full season on the continent with the big pros, and he really has had a good year up to now. 57
seconds is the advantage for the Team Sky rider Alex Dowsett. Any moment now he's going to be able to start to see the back of this bunch, and that will give him renewed impetus. He'll try then to just tow them back, and he could well lap the field.
I think he is going to lap the field by the looks of it. The way that he's riding here, he's just going lap after lap after lap. He's just riding, seems to be riding at the same pace, a very strong and quick pace as well.
Well, the pace is very consistent, and you know, he's making this look easy, but if you're sitting watching, just look at the bike, look how he's leaning into the corners. He is right on the limit, isn't he, Rob? So he can't make mistakes, particularly where you've said previously he's going in and out of different lights on surfaces that are a little bit uneven from time to time. He's got to be careful.
He has got to be careful, and that straight that he just came out of, he was out of the saddle. It's slightly uphill, you can't really see it on the screen, but he was out the saddle just using the gears, so his legs are feeling very good. Normally in that situation you'd be riding sat in the saddle and just labouring slightly. He's not labouring whatsoever.
Well, I must admit, if I was the Team Sky Director Sportifs and I was watching this, I'd just be smiling ear to ear. They really have learnt from last year. They're getting better and better all the time, and the performances are coming thick and fast now for this British squad.
And here you can see Alex, he's just coming up to the back of the peloton here. He's lapping the field. We're not even halfway through this race and he's taken a lap.
Yep, we're somewhere over just 25 minutes, and Dowsett now can use them as the carrot to chase this race back. And if he does lap the field, then there's some interesting rules to be observed.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing is he's also got Russell Downing, his teammate. I'm just wondering if he's going to get himself back to the front of the bunch and lead Russell Downing out for second place.
Well, they'll look to try and get a 1-2 for Team Sky if they possibly can. But once he laps the field, and he's now picking off some of the tail enders here, so he's started to lap some of the riders. In particular, we're looking at a Team Rally rider there who's been riding all these criterium races, and he's picking them off one by one. But when he catches the peloton itself, then that basically means, well, he's one lap up, the race is his, unless someone else goes out and does it. And normally they take out the peloton with 5 laps to go to the finish. Can't see them doing that, taking out all the other riders, but he will have a victory lap on his own pretty much.
He will do, and I think fortunately for the commissaires this evening, Alex Dowsett has lapped the field on his own. If we had a situation where we had 5 or 6 riders who'd lapped the field, then it can get quite messy, and it's difficult to see who exactly is on which lap, especially when you've got so many riders riding for teams.
Well, the front of the bunch is now sensing that Dowsett could well be lapping the field, and he's now catching a group which has been tailed off the back here. He goes past about 10 riders, and now he's got to go up and catch the next group in front, and that will be what we are designating the bunch, the peloton. That will mean that he will have lapped the entire field in under half an hour in this London Nocturne. It's a show of pure class. He is racing round here like we've never seen anyone do before.
This is amazing, and I get the feeling that the riders who are being lapped at the moment, when they hear the motorbike coming by them, I'm sure it's taken them by surprise, and they're wondering what on earth is going on, because some of them probably don't even know that Dowsett is taking a lap.
Well, certainly some of them, their pulse rates will be somewhere around 180 to 200 beats a minute. They'll have been wondering why the pace has been flat out from the start and has never really let up. And their answer is about to come, because any moment now, as you've said, the motorbike will have to overtake the peloton, and they will see the black, white and turquoise colours of Alex Dowsett, who is going to race past them and basically take them all out of the possibility of winning this race.
I think the interesting thing now is, how is this motorbike going to get itself past the flying peloton around all these bends? This could be quite a hairy moment for the motorbike rider himself, not only the riders.
Gareth Williams on the motorbike, very used to getting these television pictures. Dowsett, this is domination of this event. How much is he going to win by?
The London Nocturne is brought to you in association with IG Markets.